we're going to discuss something that most people don't usually either talk about, think about, or do in a situation where they might be stuck in their house without utilities and whatnot after a storm. Especially for city people. Out here in the country, we can just walk out in, cut a slit trench in somewhere, and do what we need to do. In a city, especially in like an apartment or things along that line, it is a totally different situation. So today we're going to be making portable toilets, is what it amounts to. 5-gallon bucket, toilet paper, plastic bags, and in this case we're going to use a pool noodle that is available for about $1 from Dollar General. The plastic bags should be of a high quality, no matter if you're using like the luggable loo lid or the pool noodle, depending on which way you want to go. They both work the same, but the better the quality of plastic bag, the better off you are, because the last thing that you really want to have happen when you don't have enough water to flush a toilet even is to have the skin of a turd sausage break open as you're trying to airlift it across your living room shag carpet. That would not be a good thing. Matter of fact, that might make me evacuate the apartment. There's a few things that out here, like in the country, if you're going to use it, depending on bugs and stuff like that, some people don't like mosquitoes and flies getting at their dangly bits as they're trying to hang over a slit trench, which I've been there out in the field. It's not an enjoyable experience. Okay, this is my basic setup for making a portable toilet. This is the easiest way if you don't want to spend the extra $13 to $15 on a luggable loo lid, which on another video I'll show you that. This will work to get you in the game for whatever the price of the toilet paper you want to use and the bags. The better the bags that you have, the better off you'll be in the long run. These, I figured out here I can carry the bucket, you know, there wouldn't be any issue. I do have a really good bag that I'm going to line this with initially, but to start it off, you take your pool noodle, and they're not split, so you take your knife and start cutting, and once you split it, get your thumb in there and just start cutting up till you get the whole length of it open. Then you start placing it around the lid or the ring of your bucket, and it'll kind of snap on. You'll feel it. It's hard to describe, but once you do it, you'll know. And then you cut it, roll it in a little bit, and you cut it to length. Trim off a little. This has been trimmed. It looks like it needs to be trimmed again. After everything's set, this is what'll hold your, this is what keep the bucket from basically cutting grooves in your backside, and also keep the plastic bag, when you pull it over, in place and open. Then you can, as things go, you can pop this off or leave it sit, cover your bucket. Little wood ashes if you have them or something along that line, you can sprinkle over what you just left in there and it'll help keep the smell down. The one thing you don't want to do is dump urine in here. That will really increase the smell. The urine you can put in the toilet because it will go down on its own. Besides, you know, if you're out in the country, you can just walk outside, hit a tree, whatever. But urine in here, and it also increases the, as you're trying to drag your bag across the house, or if you do that, it increases the likelihood of making a huge mess if the bucket gets kicked over, things along that line. Murphy is kind of a butthole. Okay, we got that off of there. How I set these up is I take a really good plastic bag, and it goes in, okay? Your toilet paper, depending on how long you think it's gonna last, you can start pushing in and stacking in around. Me, I'm kind of one of those that there's certain things you never have too much of it, and this happens to be one. You can take the inner cardboard out. It's easier if you got a pair of pliers. Stick your thumb in there, collapse it up. Some of these come out easier than others. And then you can stack them in and just keep stacking it in until it's full, virtually. You take your plastic bags. Again, it's one of those. Out of the box, you can actually get a little more room. That goes in on the top. Okay, so when this is all full, collapse this in. Put the pool noodle around the edge. It may take a little bit of squeezing to get some of it in there. And the lid on it, snap it down. You're good to go for your emergency. Then all you got to do is take this out, set it down, pull your bag of toilet paper and plastic bags out. Then take one of your plastic bags, set it in there, pull it over the top like that. Make sure everything's all set in there the way you want. Put your pool noodle around the edge. And you're good to go. Then it's just a matter of, I don't know what the weight limit on these are, so I would kind of do the squat and hover sort of thing until you figure it out. Because if you're a really big person, the last thing you really want to do is collapse the sidewalls of your toilet. Then you're ready to go. You can take a roll of toilet paper, pop the handle off, and have it hanging right here. Sometimes these handles come off kind of easy. If not, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But this is the basic essentials of it.